Yeah, no, guys. Happy this life thing is getting really serious, eh? Like, really, really serious. Molweni, sanbonani, ola uzit, moja kanjani everybody. It's your boy Ulondi back again with another video. And today's video is another discussion, more so after... I unfortunately had to take down the previous video because, it wasn't really channel appropriate. And for that, I apologize. So, guys, with great joyousness, I am happy to be joyous within the moment and share that one of my family members has graduated from uni. And this is like really cool. Like, I didn't even know that he was in uni, which is okay.
Yes,
Talk about lying low and living your life in silence. Okay, pop off. But yeah, man, siyavuyiselana nawo, and yeah, it's fantastic. But celebratory notes aside, it is also quite freaking terrifying. Guys, I'm 19. I am 19 and I have damn near no idea in which direction my life is headed. I'm not saying that I'm supposed to, but like a little structure and a little direction would be nice. We're going out there into the world where there's a lot of dangerous people, unstable job economy. Guys, I'm freaking terrified. Like, who wouldn't be? Like, and I don't want to lie, as much as I am skilled in the things that I am skilled in, I am not the most apt to be added to this modern day workforce. Like, I don't see myself in no cubicle working a 9 to 5, bruh. Heck no. But I won't lie, there are people that are working the corporate life and are quite enjoying it themselves, right? Then you get people that do both. So, you know, the beauty about being in the family that I'm in that we are all multifaceted people. Ooh, notification. Be sure to turn on the notifications for my next video. Okay, back to me talking. So the beautiful thing about being in the family that I'm in is that we are multifaceted people. Like, you have people that are busy multitasking in different industries at the same time, which is absolutely freaking insane. For example, one of my cousins, Abo, maybe some of you follow her on IG. She is a corporate baddie, and she is still somehow holding it down on the IG, on the TikTok. Like, what? It's absolutely freaking insane how, like, some people are, like, capable of holding it down. And then you get people like me. I'm just like, I'm a monitoring spirit, guys. I am a monitoring spirit. But, like, even Nakuye and my other older cousins, damn, your 20s are your absolute pits, your absolute pitfalls. But they are also the exact same time in which you grow and develop as a person, and you reach the heights that you never thought you would have attained when you were younger. Like, think of it like this. Like, if you start in high school in something and you keep going into your 20s, you are not going to reap the results until you are in probably your mid to late 20s. For example, check my TikTok. I've been doing TikTok for years, ever since I was in my early stages of high school. I am starting to pop off now. Mind you, this is all in between with the change of accounts and change of numbers and SIM cards and all of that kind of, disaster. Once you set your head into something, then you just get chugging like a choo-choo train. You know what I'm saying? You just don't stop. You have to be actively committed to the work that you want to do, to the work that you fall in love with, and the work that you will always be consistent on. Like, you see me right here, right? You see me right here. I'm at a crossroads. So, the course that I'm studying in is corporate, right? Of course. Why not? So the course I'm studying is corporate, and it's in the business sector, right? And surprisingly, guess what? I'm also pursuing content creation. Funny enough, I've noticed that there's a pattern between a lot of people that pursue business. There's a lot of correlation with content and social media. It's just something that I'm picking up on. And within this crossroads, right, I kept hitting a wall and having the same realization that, gosh dang, I have absolutely no idea where I'm going with life. Like, I know that I'm studying towards something, but I don't know. There's a sense of like stagnation, which makes me think back to, people of older generations. Like, what was such a highlight in their life that they would go on to tell younger generations that their 20s would be their best years? Like, wouldn't your 30s to your mid 40s be your best years? Because, like, you worked and grinded so hard that you're able to enjoy everything now in an earlier stage. Unlike them, whereby they were kind of like cruising through life a tad bit. Not cruising, because especially when we talk about our people of color parents, they were working hard because apartheid was different times. But now, let's take a look at a more lighter skinned demographic. Things were a tad bit easier on that end, right? Whereby they were just able to cruise through life, land a good paying job, buy a house, have 2.5 kids. That's the American standard. In South Africa, it's probably like have like 16 children, 25 grandkids, yonke londo. And it's just like, yeah, man, we're not at the same point they were at, right? Significantly, things have gotten much worse and worse. Like I said, horrible job economy, just terrible economy in general. It feels like we are at a stage where our 20s were built against us, right? And then with that feeling of stagnation, mindset. Because think of it like this, right? Ngapa you have the grind mindset, the hustle mindset. Wake up at 3 a.m. Got like 150 tasks, like and then by like already like 6 p.m. like 6 a.m. like I'm in the gym, I'm like getting ready, I'm eating healthy, yonke londo. Like, I'm living like there was this guy who once said like having 72 hours within 24 hours. Like, sorry, I had phlegm. But like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And then we also have this other like form of thinking like, relax, bro. Work and stay as consistent as you can, and then things will just come to you. Like, it's head splitting. It's absolutely head splitting that this is the kind of life that we have to be living through right now, man. And then it gets to a point, right? There has to be a point in which way we give, right? Because I'm not going to lie. I want to live my life. And honestly, I feel kind of like I'm the black sheep in the overall blanket of the family. No. Let me explain. I'm not in the black sheep as in I'm like, I'm the castaway. Like, you're a mutt. Like, don't touch me. Okay. That was a bit much. Like, I'm not in the black sheep in that way, right? But when it comes down to the senses in which there's, academia involved, I'm not much of a strong-suited person. Yes, I have my certain varying senses of intellect whereby we can discuss, deep topics whereby they are emotional or logical. For example, we can discuss South African or global history if you'd like, and I'd be able to give proper insight into those. But when it comes down to the kind of academia that people use to build a life off of, I don't know. Something ain't right. Ever since I was a kid, I have been too much of a creative rather than I was an academic. And I think the main point in which that I made that mental to physical shift was 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade for me. Cause, hey, bro, in primary school, I mean, Not that I was special, but much like any child, like any quote unquote gifted child, I was racking up them accolades. I was damn near second in the grade. But I was surpassed by my otherwise more academically apt rival, Miss Aviwekawa. Much love for Vivi. She's an absolutely amazing person. Y'all should follow her on IG. I think this is her Instagram handle. And you know what, man? It's not just within the family scene. It's also within just like the public scene, right? There is such a staunch structure built and centered around academia that it finds, not that it finds, but like people would find it hard to build some sort of life off of being creative, right? And like, yes, a lot of people have been documented doing such. Like, social media is booming, YouTube is booming. Like, everybody's doing this in the same certain kind of way, but like, I don't know, it still feels kind of restricted to being academic and corporate. Now, I mean this in the sense that like, to be in a room with a proper audience, you have to have a niche. And I don't know about you guys, but I struggle with niching down. There's so many things that I want to talk about that I just can't fit in a specific kind of niche. And I'm not trying to fit that niche. I'm not trying to fit a niche. I'm just trying to be myself and be as authentic as I can. Hence why we have grown organically. As of this late, guys, no promotions, no nothing. Just at times it feels like I'm the only one who seems to be stepping up and pursuing something more creative rather than corporate. And it feels like it makes me kind of like a black sheep in a sense. But is being a black sheep all that bad? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because here's the thing about the black sheep, right? And I'm not talking about the rebellious kind. I'm talking about the creative, like, not free thinker, but like very imaginative kind of black sheep, you know, like head always in the clouds. That's me. Saying that out loud feels weird. But like being that kind of guy, it has a sense of authenticity to it, right? People see you for who you are in all of your good and your bad moments. And that is, you know, how you organically draw yourself to people, or you can draw people to you, how you can build your audience. It helps to stand out, right? It helps to stand out. Nowadays, we live in a society where conformity is the norm. You have to conform to everything around you so that you fit in amongst everybody else. And eventually, you actually lose yourself. Like, you go down this really, really deep rabbit hole of trying to be everybody else's ideal sense of you that you don't even know who you are. It's like Pearly said in that video of, if you're 18 to 29, please watch this. It's like when she said, like, with our growing as people into our 20s, we have to at some point shed the identity of our childhood, the identity of our nostalgia, the way in which our circumstances may have built us, right? And we have to choose who we want to be in this world. And that's the thing. Like, being the black sheep, there's that authenticity to it, you know? Like, you are really, really you. You are choosing every single day to be that spry, bubbly person with ideas constantly coming out of their head, you know? Like, people underestimate how cool it is to be weird. Being weird and being different, it's cool. You're thinking about things nobody is even allowing themselves to think of because they're so busy trying to fit in. You are out here creating characters and stories and poems. You're making art. You're developing. You are growing as a person, while others die at a point in stagnation in their lives. Why? Because they're always trying to fit in. And it took me a while to learn that. It really, really took me a while to learn that. It was hard. Hey, yo, it was tough. No, guys. Yo. Even nowadays, I get to points in my life where I'm alone in my room and I'm just like, damn, it would be nice to be around people right now. You know? Like, we all get those moments, but if it means the cost is losing myself and losing the person that I am, honestly, I'd rather not. I would rather suffer in my own silence if it means that. If it means conforming and joining one gelatinous mass, a hive mind. Yeah, no, that is not going to work for me. So my message to you guys, if you're still watching this, it's okay to be weird. Dare to be different, actually. I'm not saying be rebellious. No. There is structure for a reason. There's always structure for a reason. Structure is a good thing, right? It gives you proper direction, it gives you proper build. But things like drive and performance and such, that is on you. Like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be that kid who's constantly got his head up in the clouds, because at some point in time, iphupho elithile lakho lizawufezeka ngokwengcingo zakho. You are going to build that life you are constantly dreaming of, because you have the potential within you. Sorry about that. Uyazazi ba unjani, uyazazi ba ungubani. So strike out. The world is vast. Your art will be accepted somewhere. Just don't go looking for, the wrong things in the wrong places. Yeah. This has been a good reflection. Acho, it is the 16th. It is almost 9 p.m. And Blamok. I guess today is the day. Every day is the day. Peace.